Under.
Good evening, Cubes of the Cash. Gary B, the casual comic guy here, and joining me every Tuesday we have Steve the Voice White. Steve, how you doing, bud? Nice to see you.
Good day, eh?
And of course, making their 10-1-1 debut, we have that fantastic girl, Gabby. Gabby, how you doing this evening?
Pretty good. How are you?
I am doing great. So, Gabby, what we like to do in this show is the first 2 minutes, we just want you to tell the audience who you are, what you do, what platforms they can find you on. Then we'll go say hi to the chat, and then we'll come back and we'll let you go with your first book.
Okay.
And we're going to make you big because you are a guest.
Well, thank you. What's up, everybody? I'm Gabby, the Fantastic Girl. I am, pretty much an all-out nerd. Self-proclaimed nerd, to be honest. I have loved comics since I was 9-10 years old, and I've been collecting them pretty much ever since. I love cosplaying. I'm a gamer. I also play a little bit of guitar and sing too. I'm a musician and also an artist. So I do a lot of different things.
Right. And they can also find you on Twitch as well, right?
Yes. I stream on Twitch Thursdays and Sundays. And then I also have a YouTube channel as well. But I mostly just stream different types of games and music. I also do some art streams sometimes as well.
Nice.
Very cool. Like what, tutorial kind of thing?
Well, just playthroughs of some of my favorite games or new games that I been wanting to play.
Okay.
Now,
that's cool.
Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna say hi to the chat, but I want the chat to know that you can find all of Gabby's links in the description below. So her Twitch, both her Instagrams and her YouTube are all located. So go sub her up. And we also got to do a shout out this evening for Circumstances, who is 9 subs away from 900. So anyone that's watching tonight, if you could go over and sub up our good buddy Marcus and help him hit that 900 milestone, that would be fantastic. And do that right after you go sub up Gabby and follow her on all her social medias. All right, first in this evening, as always, we have Las Cruces. Good evening, James. Nice to see you, sir.
That kind
we
of
have Paul, Psychedelic Comics. Good evening, Paul.
What's up?
We have one of the best around, Anachronic Comics. Joe, how you doing, Joe? We have Mr. DVH from across the pond. How you doing tonight, sir?
Hoot, hoot, hoot.
Hi.
And then we have Mr. Steve Whiting. Good evening, Steve. Nice to see you, sir.
Hi,
No
Steve.
relation.
John's Comics with Kids.
Hi,
Good
John.
evening, bud. Nice to see you, John. Yeah, one of the yeah. So I got John and Cliff in a chat right now, and it's been Milt. How you doing this evening, sir? 23 months. Good to see you. Richard, how you doing, buddy? KBDM, nice to see you.
Everybody's rolling in now.
Oh yeah, they're getting the notifications. Mr. Cliff on Comics. You see, you speak of the devil, he pops up.
Cliff is the devil?
Well, that could be him or John. It just depends. We have Naman. Good evening, Naman. Nice to see you,
Naman.
Sir. All right. So as people are going to keep joining us, I'll keep giving a tip of the hat. Now we are short. Oh, Mr. Bobby De La Ghetto. Good to see you, sir.
Hi.
We are short a co-host tonight, so no big deal. John or Cliff, if either one of you want to jump on, just send me a message. I'll send you a link, and you guys can join. But Gabby, it's all about you tonight. Let's see what books are important to you, and you can tell us, why you love comics so much and what they meant to you. So start us out with your first book.
Well, I have been collecting for a long time, so I have acquired a pretty good collection. So I had a difficult time choosing my favorite ones because I love a lot of different characters. Most of my collection is Marvel, because that's what I grew up. That was my first introduction into comics was Marvel. So my first book is Jessica Jones.
Oh, nice.
And signed too, huh?
That's a huge signature. Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah, this was signed by Brian Michael Bendis, actually.
Wow. He's got quite the signature.
Yeah.
Were you there to witness that one when he signed it?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
He came to Baltimore Comic-Con last year. So when I found out he was coming, I was like, I gotta get him to sign some books for me. So Jessica Jones is one of my favorite Marvel women. She's just like no nonsense, like doesn't take crap from anybody.
Oh, she's awesome.
And yes, she's amazing. And like part of the reason why I love her is like I just think the fact that she's a private eye is really cool. And also just watching the show on Netflix, that kind of helped fuel my love for her.
Yeah, they
in a
cast
way,
her perfectly on that show, didn't they?
Oh yeah, Kristen Ritter did
Oh man,
perfect job
spot on
portraying her.
Oh, I can't wait to see her come back. I hope that's
yeah.
happening.
Big time.
I hope so.
She should be on the big
I can't wait
screen
to
in the
see her come
movie.
back and just put it out there in the ether.
Yeah. Yes, put her in the
Exactly.
movies. Put her in the movie. MCU, take her and put her in the movies.
Even if she makes a cameo in like Daredevil, the new Daredevil show that's coming, like I would be so happy.
Wait, and you got to put her and Luke Cage together for good at some point, and that way you can get Squirrel Girl in there.
Right.
Get them all.
So Milt's saying, excellent book to start with. Great sig. For any of my moderators, if someone could put Milt's Instagram link in the chat so we could try to get him to his 1,000 mark. He's only a few followers away. I would appreciate it, guys. So great Jessica Jones. Again, another one. I'm a big Woman of Marvel guy. So I love seeing these books. Jessica Jones is just that 5-issue one they had when they had printed the one that was only available
the variants.
online. That was a good yes.
Yeah, I love that. I love that series.
Oh no, there was one before that too I really liked.
Oh yeah.
Because it was a web one at first and then they put it out. I was like, oh, finally. Because I just want to hold the books in my hand to be able to read.
Yeah,
them.
I'm the same way.
I'm not a snob to digital, but I just love having.
You're tactile. You like to have the feel of the book and the reading of the book.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's old school.
And did you? Oh, there was I think there was one story too. I'm trying to remember what it was that had her and Sue Storm and stuff together, which was really good. But I got it in my box over there somewhere. I'll have to pull it out at some point. But all right, book number 2, Gabby. Good start.
All right. Yes. Book number 2 is another one of my favorite Marvel women, and that is Spider-Woman.
Yes, excellent.
Jessica Drew is an all-time favorite of mine.
Oh yeah.
They need to make a TV show of this one too.
Oh, I
do
would
a better
love
job than
they keep ignoring Jessica Drew and everything. I just don't know why.
Yeah, they keep screwing up the story. Like the last round of her solo story, I wasn't a big fan of it. And now the new one, I didn't even bother to pick up. I don't know.
Oh, the new one's good.
Is it finally?
You're missing out. The new one's good.
I'll have to go back and grab it now.
The one that's out right now, where she's looking for her son Roger because
yeah.
Oh.
I've been reading that. It's so good.
It is.
So you got her first appearance in Spotlight 32?
Yes, I do, but I chose this one because I like the cover better.
Yeah, it is a better cover. Her hair is all flowing, not like whatever the hell they did in 32 there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, in 32, she was still an agent of Hydra.
Yeah,
that's true.
She was still brainwashed. That's why she had to look that way. I still like that Gil Kane cover. Like I had to, when I got mine, I slabbed it. So I got it. I have it in so many repeats because I had that whole series and I've read it a few times. It's up and down, but I still love it.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who haven't seen all the covers this series, I have a retro cover rewind going right now, which I'm doing in parts. Parts 1 and 2 are out, where I show you all the covers. But great one. And a book, whenever I find it kind of cheapish, I always buy it. But now it's really popped up in the last year. I'm like, is she coming? Is she not coming? I just hope Sony doesn't get her.
It's an underrated series completely, which is too bad.
I agree with who said it? Dr. Vaughn. Sony would not do her justice at all.
No, they wouldn't. They'd hire some hacks to write it, and
yep.
Yes, Hail Hydra. But what a great, that first 32 is so tragic. Like the great thing about that first series too is it's very horror tinged and very dark.
Mm-hmm.
And you really got into the detective side of her. And I love that issue in Dazzler with her and Dazzler, and just the fact that they just don't get along for whatever reason is hilarious. Great cover. Oh, Melodope, how you doing? Nauman, we're looking for someone to drop Milt's
channel link, Flowers Comics.
Oh,
Flowers Comics. So we're trying to get him to
1,000
on Instagram. We're trying to get Marcus to 900 on YouTube, and all Gabby's links are in the description below. We're just trying to get her more subs as well.
Everybody's struggling for subs. Subs. We want subs.
So Milt, the cover she's holding is Joe Sinnott. And the Marvel Spotlight 32 is Gil Kane.
Yep.
And I don't know about you guys. I always just thought that was a dynamic cover with her on the wall, the spotlight on her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So cool. And
now,
I just love her classic suit, like this one too. It's
with the
it's
webs.
amazing.
Like a cape.
Mm-hmm. The web wings and everything.
Now, do you have a favorite Spider-Woman artist?
I don't know. That's.
I always liked how Carmine Infantino did her hair.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that
great
one.
book.
Right there.
Yeah.
Now,
I honestly like this style.
Yeah. Joe Sinnott's always a good choice. New comments. I'm lacking here.
It looks like.
But I also like how the.
That's Joe Sinnott, Bobby. I got it slabbed a couple times.
Yeah, I also like how the new run, how she looks in that one.
Yes. Yeah, the new run, she looks great. I even like that black costume they had from the last run for like a couple issues. I thought that black costume looked incredible.
So who's the artist on the new run right now? Who's drawn her? Do you guys know?
I just read it. I just read the last issue yesterday. I can't remember off the top
of my head. You didn't study for the test tonight, did you?
Yeah. It's a new artist, but he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, Gabby.
So from Spider-Woman, I really love the friendship that she formed with the one and only Carol Danvers. So
yeah. That's a great trade. I have that three set. So good.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I just love Carol as a character. She's just so powerful and independent, and I love the fact that she's a pilot in the Air Force, and it's even down to the fact that she has a cat, or not really a cat, but Lurkin cat.
Right.
So she's just really cool. And I love, like I said, I love the friendship that she has with Jessica Drew, and it reminds me of me and some of my friends, the bond that they have, doing whatever they need to do for each other no matter what. So they're always there for each other, and I just love that.
And in the new Spider-Woman run, there was a great issue with her and Carol when she's breaking down and telling her about George
About
missing.
Roger.
Roger missing, yeah.
Yeah,
And I'm really hoping they bring Porcupine back. Because I really like that Hopeless run with her and Porcupine together.
Okay, I gotta ask, who the heck is Porcupine?
He was a really bad villain who was actually a really good guy, and he ended up moving in with Jessica Drew and helping her take care of Roger. And he was like, and in that last run before this one, they broke him up for some stupid reason because they can't just leave characters together.
Of course not.
No.
You gotta have drama.
The Kelly Thompson run of Captain Marvel was amazing. That 50 issues. And the new run is good too. And I'm really liking the Una character a lot. But I just read Captain Marvel 8 before we got on this stream, and it's so good. Another good cliffhanger. All the Marvels are together, and Omen is just something else. So
I'm enjoying Jed McKay and how he's writing her in the Avengers and having her the team leader of the Avengers, and it's really good. He's making I've really enjoyed that story. If you're not reading that one, you got to check that out.
And that run that you're holding, Gabby, was great. That 50 issues there.
Oh yeah.
And that's still my favorite costume of hers. Although I do like the new
yeah.
Jen Bartel costume they got her in now. I think is really nice.
She looks like one of the Incredibles in that one.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite suits of hers.
Oh yeah, and I love the Michael Turner cover for issue 1 that he did. It was so great. Mm-hmm. All right, number 4.
All right.
Doesn't Porcupine appear?
Number 4 is one of my favorite Fantastic Four runs of all time, and that is the Jonathan Hickman run.
Oh,
very nice.
Now, is there something in particular that happened in that run that really turned you on to it?
I think it was how the characters were written and like a more like modern take on the Fantastic Four, I think is what drew me to it. And I think Jonathan Hickman is just a really great writer in general.
He is.
And I also read the Powers of X and the X-Men run that he did, basically.
Oh, in the House of X.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then you got Milt saying, Hickman, what a story.
Yeah, it's a crazy story, but I think, in my opinion, it's a good one. And like, if you haven't read it, I recommend it.
And I like that Invisible Woman series they had like 3 years ago. I thought was really good too, that miniseries.
Yeah.
Another rabbit hole because I haven't collected any Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
Bobby FF Love.
They're by far one of my favorite groups.
They did, and I really like the Burn run on it too. I thought was really good. But it's great because the people that write them best, they understand each character's individual personality, and just the FF, they're a family, but they don't. But like families, they don't always get along, and
exactly.
But when it comes down to it, they're there for each other.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think that's what draws me to them the most, or what drew me to them in the first place, is the fact that they're a family. And like I pretty much discovered them through Spider-Man. So because Spider-Man is what started everything for me, really. And then I discovered Fantastic Four, and then it just kind of went on from there.
That's how it works. That's how they get you.
Yep.
You got Bobby De La Ghetto saying he loves your FF light.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know, that is so cool.
I found it on Etsy, actually. Somebody made it, so I was like, I need it.
Right.
Must have it on the wall.
Yes. So yeah.
He saw that for in the background. He knew you would have good books.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Marcus is only 4 subs away from 900, guys.
Holy cow, that happened fast.
Nice.
I should create a new account so I can sub them up again.
Right? All right, number 5, Gabby.
Bunch of bots.
All right. Well, speaking of the Invisible Woman series, that's one of them.
Oh, there we go.
Right, and great Adam Hughes covers on that run too.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Like
I love those Alex Ross covers when he did all those timeless variants. Those were cool. And I had all the Fantastic Fours up on my wall. He did a great job of her, how he was kind of fading her off, which was kind of neat.
I have that one too.
Yeah.
But like this series, like it's definitely one of my favorites because, well, Invisible Woman herself is one of my favorite characters, if not my favorite female Marvel character of all time. So when I heard that this was gonna be like coming out, I had to get it because she's my favorite, and
it was really good.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
Like, who wrote that one? Is that Hickman again?
It's Mark Waid.
Okay.
And I just love like just the artwork and the story. It just kind of gives like a story about her that we haven't really seen before. So like kind of going into her past like that we haven't seen yet. So it was really interesting to read. So
like some of the artwork, can we see some of the artwork inside that thing?
Yeah.
Let's see some cool pages.
Like, hold on.
I'm surprised you didn't get that one a few years back, Steve. That was a good read.
No, like I said, I don't really collect I could try to collect everything, but geez, there's limits, Fantastic Four it never resonated with me. Like I watched the movies, they weren't too bad, but yeah, I just wasn't into the book.
So this is
wow, that's cool.
It's very detailed. Like I'm trying to.
Yeah, I can see that really good. I like with her eyes all white like that. That's cool.
Oh yeah, because it's
she's putting up her shields.
Well, that and just one of the most like one of the understated like most powerful characters in the Marvel universe.
She definitely is, and I feel like she's very underrated in some ways because I just think a lot of people overlook her, and like she's a lot more powerful than a lot of people realize.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah. I mean, she could just put a little bubble in your brain and expand it, and that's it for you.
Oh wow! Now they're thinking outside the box there, Gary.
No, she can.
She really can.
She can put a shield anywhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, she could blow you up from the inside if she wants. She's taken out the Hulk before by cutting off his oxygen with a bubble.
Yeah, she could suffocate you. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, Sue's a badass.
She is, and I love her.
But when it comes to some of these villains that we deal with, we need characters like her that are under the radar so that she can come in at the last minute and save the day. So we got to think about it that way too. We need to keep these guys under wraps just so in case we need to pull out the big guns, we can do it.
Well, and whenever her family's threatened, that's when you see Sue really turn it on. And she's like, all right,
Oh yeah, for sure.
Been nice, but nice is done.
Yeah, threaten her family, and the woman turns into
hey, leave Reed alone. I thought Ian Griffith was a good read, and I actually thought Jessica Alba was a great Sue. I had I like the casting in those movies. I thought they did a great job, except for I didn't like the guy playing Doom. That was it. Like I thought the Fantastic Four themselves were good.
Which
People
version
wanted to hate on them, and
Jessica
Alba was a fine Sue Storm. She was, she was smart.
I agree.
And I thought she played her with a lot of heart, especially her relationship with Johnny too. I thought was great, but just people wanted to hate, and I liked the second movie too, and a lot of people didn't.
My complaint with the second movie.
Galactus was stupid. That was dumb.
Yeah, the Galactus cloud really turned off that movie for me. I think the Silver Surfer, how they did the Silver Surfer was great. I think he looked awesome.
He did look awesome. My only problem is, you had a person, you had I can't. I'm blanking on his name right now. But you had him playing the Silver Surfer, and he's an accomplished actor too. You could have had him voice it, you
Yeah.
know. But they didn't. They had Lawrence Fishburne, who's never a bad choice for voicing anyway. But I thought it was kind of a slight to that actor.
They need to bring my voice in there. I can do a better job.
Tim Frog Brawler. Jessica Alba could be a terrible Sue Storm, and I'm still watching it.
Yep.
You know, I can't disagree with your logic, Froggy.
No pants.
Yeah, I agree with Milt. The current FF run is really good too.
And I'm
Okay.
hearing that too. Like Pocan Joe really likes that run a lot too.
Yeah, like how their writings too in that run, like it just really makes me happy.
You see, another person that likes that second movie. I think we all agreed the Cloud villain's bad, but there was a lot of good stuff in that movie, especially them really coming together as a family was really great.
Oh yeah.
That's right, Chuck.
For
Sin
sure.
City was
Yes,
good.
thank you, Mark. Oh my gosh, I was blanking on it so bad.
Doug Jones, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Doug Jones is such a good actor, and he's one of those character actors. But he's the guy that Guillermo del Toro always puts him in a suit. Like he played in Hellboy. He was the amphibian dude, and then he was in
yeah.
in the other one. Yeah, but he always plays in makeup. But he's a great actor. And all right, number 6, Gabby. All right, so far I love all these choices.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah.
No pun intended, huh?
Yeah. So I had to bring out the John Byrne run too for.
Nice.
Now we're cooking with peanut oil. There we go.
Yeah.
John Byrne. He's my guy.
Oh yeah. He was great. So
Yes.
this one of course came before my time, but when I came across it, I really loved like just the journey of the characters that they take in this run, especially Invisible Woman, to be specific, because like a very like monumental transformation happens, and it's kind of a two-parter.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Nice.
So yeah, this is the first appearance of Malice, and that was a really crucial, like, life-changing moment for her. And it's after she becomes Malice that she starts calling herself Invisible Woman.
Yeah, and then that cover where she's just all maliced up and she just looks like she's gonna kick everybody's ass.
Yeah.
I think I have that cover twice. It's so good.
Milt is predicting the future.
There's a lot of iconic Sue Storm covers though, but I love the John Byrne run. I especially like that he had She-Hulk in there too, and like she's a character that works really well with the FF.
Oh, he did he?
I agree.
She-Hulk. Gee, and now I have to buy that.
So
one. Great.
I'm guessing you're talking about this one.
Not that. The other one where she's screaming.
Oh, okay.
That's wicked. I like it when they put the covers of the comics in there too.
I think there's I'll have to find it and I'll send you a picture of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Now it's in the Goblin Queen shop, same boutique. Yeah, right. Her and Madeline Pryor hand in hand.
Oh, and thanks Legion of Comics for the sub.
Milt's saying your next book's got to be Lee Kirby Fantastic Four.
Need some Kirby goodness.
All right, number 7.
All right, number 7 is has one of my other favorite Marvel women, and that is Storm.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, the Will's Pistachio cover.
Wow.
This is one of my favorite X-Men covers, actually.
It is one of the best Storm covers ever.
That's crazy.
It is. And the reason why I love Storm is because, I mean, she can control the weather. I mean, that's pretty cool to me, at least. And like as a kid, I actually always wanted to be a meteorologist. So for some reason, I don't know why,
Right. So it
just
fit right
weather
in,
always
huh?
just fascinated me for some reason, and in a way it still does. So that's part of the reason why I love storms so much.
But see, if you were a storm and a meteorologist, you wouldn't have anything to report. You'd just get on there and say, the weather's going to be whatever I decide it's going to be today.
Right.
You would never be wrong about the weather, though. That's you'd be the most famous
Exactly.
of all the weather women out there.
Ronnie Boy wants to know who your favorite FF writer is of all time.
All of them.
Oh, I mean, that would be the easy answer. All of them. Oh, man. I gotta go with Stanley. Like I love the classic FF.
There you go. The OG
Right?
himself.
Yeah, just something that wasn't done before in comics with the family element, and
Exactly.
yeah, and without them, we don't have all these other Marvel characters.
I know. Like Doctor Doom, who's my favorite villain of all time.
Now with the so that was the John Byrne FF. What do you think of the other ones when they had like Ghost Rider, Spider-Man, that when they had those substitutes for a little bit?
I mean, I definitely was not expecting that to happen when I first came across it, but I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
It was fun, and
Yeah.
I thought it worked really well because with them and the Hulk and all that, it was great. But the whole time you're still waiting for the regular FF to come back at some point,
Right.
But there was nothing. But it was written so well. There was nothing wrong with that FF either. It just worked. You just like, all right, just give them their own team book after that real FF come back.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and even Future Force was something too. I love the Future Force costumes. The white costumes.
Oh, the Future Foundation.
Yeah, Future Foundation. Thank you.
Future Force. That wasn't that Image.
It might have been too many comic titles that are similar.
Yeah.
And me running on 2 hours of sleep right now.
Oh man.
All right, number 7.
All right. Speaking of X-Men, I decided to bring out one of my favorite runs of all time for the X-Men, and that is the Dark Phoenix saga.
Yep. I remember when that one came out in the floppies, man. That was such a cool series, that group of books.
It's so good. And I really like how the original X-Men animated series portrayed this run.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so good.
Yep,
and
my
then
kids grew up watching that stuff.
Now, what have you thought of X-Men 97 so far, Gabby?
It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, they had 2 setup episodes in the middle, and then it's just been paying off ever since those 2 setup episodes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And now the books are spiking like crazy because they're showing all those images, like that one with Magneto standing there in chains and stuff, the homage to basically 200. And then that book started spiking up now because of that. Great images, though.
I'm ready for this Wednesday to finish the season and see those 2.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
And Storm's got to be making a huge comeback in this next episode.
She better.
Yeah, after losing her powers, right?
And again, a great homage to Crisis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I actually got to meet Chris Claremont at GalaxyCon, and he signed it for me.
Holy crap, that's awesome!
Oh, nice.
He was such a great guy, and like all the comics that I brought to sign for me, he was looking through them and talking about the characters, and it was just really cool to get to meet him. So
yeah, the creators are the best when you're sitting there talking to them and they're reminiscing about the stories, and they're telling you about what they were thinking when they were creating these stories and these characters.
Yeah.
Right, and you know that they really love what they were doing.
Yeah, the ones that have the passion for it will sit there and talk to you.
Oh yeah,
and Jim Zub, man, like he couldn't stop talking about freaking Conan, man. Like Mark and I stood there monopolizing him for like 20 minutes, half an hour. It was crazy.
Yeah, I was standing there for almost 10 minutes talking to him like about all the comics. Like I had some Fantastic Four as well that I got him to sign. So
was he charging for the signatures?
I believe so. Yeah. It was a couple years ago that I
I'd like to
got
get
to
him.
meet him.
I'd like to get him to sign a couple of the Miss Marvels from the first run that he did when he took over that title.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, again, one of those writers. He's had such a positive impact on so many characters.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. And I just love what he did with this run in particular. It became one of my favorites. So
yeah.
So Storm is your favorite X-Men. Who would be your number 2?
I would say Wolverine, actually.
Good old Logan.
Yeah.
He's a fan favorite.
Definitely.
You know, the show was going so good, and when she didn't say Dazzler, it just tanked.
Come on, everybody's on T-Swift with Dazzler. Come on. We need to move on, people. Move on.
I'm just picking Dazzler's one of my favorites. But no, I mean, obviously everyone loves Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so number 9.
All right. This is actually the only non-Marvel book that I have picked out, and I bring in some Tomb Raider.
Right,
that is a great 50-issue series.
Mm-hmm. Top cow.
So good. I've read that series a couple times over. It's fantastic.
Oh, great! Another rabbit hole.
I only have a few of these issues. I've been having a hard time finding all of them, but anytime I see a Tomb Raider comic, I gotta get it, because Tomb Raider is such an iconic character. Like, she's definitely one of my favorite video game characters of all time, and I actually it's one of my cosplays actually.
And the couple issues she did with Witchblade were really fun too. And then she did some with the Darkness, but that's available in a compendium. But I got the compendium when it came out. It was expensive, but now that thing is like, because it was like short printed, it's a lot of money to get that thing.
I'm sure.
So every time I take it out and read it, I don't even open it all the way because I don't want to crease the spine on it.
Yeah, I understand it.
But yeah, so many great artists in there. You know, Philip Tan and J. Scott Campbell and Adam Hughes, and the run I haven't read that I want to read is the Journeys run, because the Tomb Raider Journeys are really hard to find.
Yeah, my comic shop's got it for $4. You can get $100 for a 9.8 for that issue.
Wow.
Have you read the novels they put out too? They put out three little paperbacks like 20 years ago, which were great. And then when they released the new games, they put out 3 more novels, which were good too.
That's cool. That came out in '99.
I'll have to look for those.
Yeah, I'll send you pictures. I own them all, but one of those little paperbacks is like a $60 paperback now. It's nuts.
Wow.
And I'm not sure if it might be the EE Night one, but they were great. Fantastic Adventures. He had it was like one the Man of Bronze, the last Lost Amulet. There were 3 of them. They were so good. If you're a Tomb Raider fan, they're worth hunting down and reading.
Definitely.
Bad enough that the game was incredibly intense. I remember playing that game when it first came out. Holy crap.
You said it wrong.
We blew hours and hours playing that damn thing, trying to get to the next level.
Yeah, I unfortunately did not get to play the Tomb Raider, like the original Tomb Raider games, until like they re-released them not long ago. I fell in love with Tomb Raider because of the newer games, but then I thankfully got the opportunity to go back and get to play the remastered old original games. So that was really fun.
So I got to
Yeah,
ask,
I
how
actually
did
played
they?
them as they released.
Yeah, how did the old one stand up to the new one now, Gabby? That you've done both.
Mm.
Big difference, I imagine.
Well,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
for sure.
when you start on the old ones and you played them all the way through, it's weird because there's such an affinity for the old ones, and the new ones are just a whole different style altogether.
Oh yeah. I think it was different for me because I originally played the newer ones and then went back to the older ones because like I wasn't, of course, I was really young when those games were popular, so I didn't play them until recently.
And I had also I have the 20-year anniversary book, which explains the whole history of Tomb Raider in the other room too.
That's
Which was
cool.
a nice book. Yeah. So I've followed Lara Croft since she came out. Like they even showed the original designs of the dude that she was before they decided on a female character.
Oh,
Yeah.
Imagine
nice.
you look like Duke Nukem.
Yeah, I've done one, Milt. John's right. But on May 23rd, John and Cliff are going to be on here with Digger Jim, and they're putting me in the hot seat. So I'm getting interviewed on my show. But I would
Oh,
definitely
cool.
do a second 1011. Chris? Yeah,
Hey, Chris.
I'm gonna have to send you some pictures of some Tomb Raider books for you to look for, Gabby, if you're really into the character. Like some of them you get cheap, and it's better to get them now and read them. But and the compendium, I would keep looking for because you never know who might price it wrong and have it low.
Yeah, anywhere I like, whether it's a con or a comic store, I always try to look for Tomb Raider comics.
So number 10.
All right.
We're getting there.
Number 10 is a very tragic story, but it's of one of my favorite, obviously, characters of all time, and that's Spider-Man.
Yeah. The death of Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, it's very sad, but
it's okay. They pulled her from another universe.
Exactly, and now she's Spider-Gwen, the ultimate.
Yep.
They treated her wrong in that Clone Saga too.
Mm.
That's a cool cover, though.
Is Gwen the original Gwen? Is she your favorite Spider-Man romance, or because for me, and I'm a huge Black Cat person. I collect a lot of Black Cat, but it's always MJ for Peter.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. I like all three women. Let me just put that out there. But I honestly like MJ with him the best. Although I do like the chemistry that he has with Black Cat too.
Oh yeah.
So but yeah, I know this issue was very, like, obviously turning point for Peter. Like losing Gwen, it was very rough on him, and like one of the reasons why I love Spider-Man so much and why a lot of people love Spider-Man so much is because he's so relatable. Like he has like normal problems that we all like sometimes experience, and it's
right.
So he's definitely like my all-time favorite character. Like it's how it all started for me. So I had to have at least one Spider-Man comic on here.
Oh yeah, I mean, all of us grew up reading some Spider-Man, and you know he has so much guilt on his shoulder that he puts on himself, right? Especially with the cat. Like, don't be a captain in the Spider-Man universe. That's never good, right? Gene Wolfe, I like that character. Dead. You know, Gwen's dad.
Yeah.
Captain Stacy. Dead. It just don't be a captain in Spider-Man's neighborhood.
That's like wearing the red shirt in Star Trek. So when you wear the red shirt, you're done.
Right. It's just called Captain in Spider-Man.
It is a nice book to get slab milked. That is a good one, and a 6.5 is not a bad grade either.
Yeah. Yeah, I was pretty excited to find this one.
And that's a fun cover too, with just all the panels.
Another good.
Yeah,
Some people don't like panel covers; they think they're too busy. Like with the Avengers Annual 10, I like that stuff.
Well, they can be too busy if there's too much dialogue and stuff on the front too. If they've got a lot of word bubbles and stuff, and you're like, Jesus, I got to read the cover now.
Like this one, I think it's kind of a great balance of between words and the panels. So I like it a lot, and just showing like the suspense of like you don't know who's gonna die just by looking at the cover. Like it could be anybody.
And you knew somebody had to die, not because they're telling you that, but because Spider-Man's not getting beat up on that cover. So something bad had to happen to him in the issue.
Exactly.
That's right, Frog. Picard was the only one that had the balls to wear that red shirt.
And Bobby Daly got one of the best Spider Butt covers.
No, Scotty was the best one because he wore the red shirt through the whole thing and he didn't get smoked out. So he was the ultimate badass.
Scotty didn't care. So yeah, great book.
Yes.
And then, so now we're to your one with a extended personal story.
Okay.
What shall it be?
This one is related to definitely one of my top 5 favorite Marvel characters, which isn't Spider-Man or Fantastic Four. So this one is
cool.
Quake.
Secret War #2, who is its first appearance of Quake, and she's definitely become one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time.
And how endearing is Chloe Bennett?
Oh my God. She is amazing.
Yeah, Chloe's great. Did you ever watch when she used to sing K-pop?
Yeah. Like her I actually have 2 of her songs that I listen to.
That's cool.
Like I just love that she used to be a Chinese pop star before she became an actress. I just find that hilarious, but she actually has a decent voice.
Yeah, she does.
So
Mark's saying he loves that miniseries. Yeah, Logan Port got weird was crazy just to be. Oh, okay, no spoilers. Yeah, that's a key I'm still hunting down. That's one of my women keys I don't have yet. So I got to get that one because I'm a huge fan of Quake. Did you get the one shot they had of her and the one shot they did of the Cavalry too? They each got a one shot. Her and Melinda May each got a one shot.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
New rabbit hole. Welcome to it. That's what this show's all about. Rabbit holes.
You'll have to send me those because I need to have them now.
I've read them. I got them here. They're nice. I'll send you pictures of them. And of course, you had the Shield series too. That 10 issues was good.
Yeah, I do have some Shield comics in there. But yeah, so I was very happy to get this in my collection because, of course, I love Daisy Johnson as a character. She means a lot to me, and I mean, I kind of had an idea who she was before I started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I didn't really know like a lot about her. But after I started watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., I just really fell in love with her character. And so I decided to go out and try to find basically any comics with Daisy Johnson in them. And of course, this is one of them. And so I have 2 different signatures here, and that's Brian Michael Bendis, who partially co-created the Daisy Johnson. And then I actually just got the signature this past weekend because Chloe Bennett was at Fan Expo Philly that I went to.
Right, and she was just like, I just loved the development of that character in the series.
Oh my God, it was so good. Like pretty much ever since the pilot episode, I really loved her character. Even when she was called Sky, and then she evolved into Daisy Johnson, and then Quake, and so on.
Yeah, the whole storyline with her mother and all that stuff was so good.
It was. And it's really, honestly, my favorite Marvel show of all time. And I will defend it.
Like I said, that show got better every season. Like if you jumped off in the first season because the first season was iffy, you lost out because that show. I mean, but that's on the writers too because it's their job to hook you in that first season. But like you stuck it out, you got rewarded because that show literally got better every season. So I'm gonna make myself big because I just read these again the other day, so I happen to have them next to me to show you.
The Cavalry one and the Quake.
Yeah, okay, the Cavalry, that's Melinda May and
yes. I haven't seen the Cavalry series, but I do actually have that Quake cover.
Yeah, and that's a David Nakayama cover.
Very cool.
So, you at least have the Quake one then. You just have to get yourself the Cavalry.
Yes,
I like the signature placement too. That's a good placement for the signature. But I'm trying to figure out what's underneath Wolverine's elbow. What the hell did the artist write there or draw there?
Oh, that was from Chloe. It was, I guess she was trying to draw a little Daisy.
Aw. Yeah, she's such a sweet person. Like every time she talks, she's like really nice. And I agree with Mark. Man, Robbie Reyes was fantastic on that show as the Ghost Rider.
Oh, yes.
The show had better Ghost Rider effects than the movies had.
I agree.
Gabriel Luna was great as Ghost Rider.
I wish they had went through with the Ghost Rider series for Hulu.
Yeah, it would have been great.
Yeah.
Well, I even like the Hellstrom series they did on Hulu, and they only did it one season. They canceled it. I'm like, why? It was good.
But yeah,
they got to make money, Gary. They got to make money.
So yeah,
but so great Quake first appearance.
Yeah, and
great signatures in that black cover. Wow, it really stands out with the white.
So, like, the reason why this is so personal to me is, again, partially due to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It kind of changed my life in a way because watching the show, it inspired me to start cosplaying, and it introduced me to a lot of like different things, and obviously introduced me to the character of Daisy Johnson in a way too. So she's just, again, another underrated, powerful character that a lot of people seem to overlook.
Well, and even in the comics, like they should do more with her.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we've heroes out there that barely have any powers, and you have Quake who's incredible, and you're not doing anything with the character.
And she can literally crack the earth apart.
Right. Yeah, those space adventures were nuts on the show too.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Fitzsimmons. They were so good.
They were so cute. I love them.
Milt's throwing up a question.
Milt wants to know what your favorite cosplay is.
Oh, that's
actually I got to sign my original Quake gauntlets too.
That is awesome.
And Quake was my first cosplay, actually. So it's kind
of a full circle, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So it was just really cool getting to talk to her and meet her and tell her how much her character meant to me.
Did you freeze up a little, or?
Huh?
When you met her, did you freeze up a little, or?
I thought I was, because like standing in line to meet her, I was like really excited but nervous. Because sometimes I get like that when meeting celebrities. But when I finally got up to her table and started talking to her, she was so excited to see me and my cosplay, because I wore two different Quake cosplays. I wore the Destroyer of Worlds outfit from season 5, and then the next day I saw her twice actually. And then I wore the season 6 black and purple outfit.
Cool.
And the thing that's great about Chloe too is she loves that character.
Oh yeah, it's means a lot to her, and you could really tell, like how much Daisy means to her personally, and like it was just really cool getting to talk to her about the show and about Daisy, and like she was just really just one of the sweetest people I've ever met, and it was just really awesome.
That is cool.
Yeah,
Still
and
can't
her
believe it
in-
happened.
Her Instagram's funny too.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, she's hilarious.
All right, so now we're to your spec pick, Gabby.
What does everybody need to go buy right now?
She's just gonna show the Quake book again. No,
I'm at Agents of Shield High this week.
nothing wrong with that.
So I didn't realize that.
Oh geez.
Jesus. Holy crap. Throw out the big guns now. Damn.
Yeah.
Steve can't wait to spend money. Yeah, no, I can't. I can wait. That's a fantastic book. Holy crap. Stan Lee's signature.
Yes.
Jesus. Look at how big he did his name.
Yeah.
But there's 2 signatures on there, isn't there?
No, it's just.
I thought I saw
Stanley.
one under his. All right, it's just big.
It's just a giant Stan.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good though. He didn't put it through he did through part of Galactus there. So what's your
Yeah.
spec? Is it Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four, or Galactus, or all of it?
Pretty much all of it. It's,
they got to
first
bring it out.
appearance
They really
Silver
do.
Surfer, first appearance in Galactus in Cameo, the Scrolls, the Watcher.
A little bit of everything in that one.
Yeah.
Is that that's a verified signature, right?
Mark's asking if you have another spec pick he can afford to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even in a 3.0 and in a signature with Stan, that's a pricey book.
Yeah, it was actually
Worth it. Worth it.
definitely worth it, and it's one of my favorites, obviously.
You got Milt saying nice book.
Thank you.
Wow.
V. Jackson Roykirk coming in late, but he's going to check it out later.
Yep. Flipping on the
One of the best in
rewind.
the community.
Mark Andrews finally making it.
He's been here for about 15 minutes now.
Wow.
Oh,
But yeah, great books, Gabby. Holy cow.
Yep.
thank you.
Coming out hot. And then that last one. Jeez.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, she saved a banger for last. She took specs
Yes.
seriously.
Well, so long as MCU doesn't do the FF dirty, they got to bring it out and do it right.
I hope not. I'm praying that they get it right this
What do you
time.
feel about the casting so far?
I'm open to like seeing how things go. I'm really
I'm always
excited.
open.
What?
I said I'm always open too because so many
Yeah.
people have hated on casting before, like Michael Keaton as Batman, Heath Ledger as Joker. It's just actors act. Give them a chance to act and then judge.
Exactly.
Like I'll see how it goes, and then I can form an opinion.
I
But,
just like to go to the movies and enjoy them for what they are, Just enjoy
Exactly.
the characters, Don't sit there and pick it apart and go, oh, it's not the same as the books or that. You don't want it to be the same as the book. You want an original story. You want to see somebody's interpretation of these characters. So if
And
you
now
enjoy it
since
in
the
that
last
regard,
FFs
then they're all good.
Right, and since the last FFs have come out, the technology is even better.
Oh, yeah. CGI is amazing now.
And I just think we're going to get to see the negative zone in this one, which will be cool. So
There's
maybe
so many
we'll see a
to go.
Nihilus,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I would
many
love to
untapped
see an
villains.
Nihilus, or even Mole Man. Like I'd like to see
Right.
villains that we haven't seen before, and like I would be fine if they have like a Doctor Doom cameo or something. I
I
don't
like those
really.
more.
I'm not really interested in seeing him being the main villain yet.
right?
I
Well,
would love.
You can't
for
keep going
them.
back to the well, right? Like you can't always have
Yeah.
Batman fight Joker. You can't always have the FF fight Doom. You know,
Exactly.
let Doom build up in this. Like you
Yeah.
introduce Latveria, and that he's a ruler in the first movie,
Mhm.
and then you build him up over 2 movies. And in the third, you have Doom be the big bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you do. See, listen to Gary. He knows how to do the formula there.
Right? You can. I mean, you
You
can
hear
do
that,
so
Marvel?
much. And you need a good Alicia Masters in there. You need a good Puppet Master story arc with her too, and
Yeah.
with her dad. And there's so much they can do. I mean, there's so much in that world.
Yeah.
There's just
Exactly.
endless possibilities.
I mean, there's so many characters they can use.
Well, fantastic books, Gabby. Thank you so
Oh,
much for coming on and showing us what's special to you. And that's what
Thank
that's
you.
what the show's all about. Just people's connections with their books. So really awesome. So we're gonna do like we do. We're gonna go around the horn, see what everybody's got coming up. We're gonna start with Steve. Steve, what's coming up for you, sir?
Well, I'll be doing my voices choices tomorrow morning, and I'm on nights now, so that's perfect. So I can stay up tomorrow and go to the LCS right when they open, and then film my video and drop it, and then go to bed.
There
And
you
then
go.
Friday it'll probably be some kind of unboxing again. And I didn't do a Transformers one on Monday. I was going to drop that, but I haven't read the books yet, so I just kind of lagging on that.
slacker.
So I did a unveiling of this room down here in my basement. So you can check out that video and see how all this green looks. It's bright.
It's okay. It's nice.
Yeah, I love it
Yeah, it
down
does look
here now.
nice.
This room feels amazing now that I've got it, set up the way I like it. So now we'll see how the evolution goes.
And then we got for me, we got coming up in 2 nights' time. We have Bleeker making his second appearance on the 1011. And then on the 14th, we have Indie Comic Reviews Lorenzo making his second 1011. And then on the 9th, we have our Canadian brother, Mark Andrews, on doing his version of the 1011 board game edition. So we're gonna see. Then we're gonna have Milt on as a special co-host on that episode. That way he can judge Mark as Mark's showing his. Have a little fun.
That's gonna be great.
I was telling the guys, I'm like, Milt came on the show and he showed a board game from 1929. How insane is that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Oh, that
Some
was a
of
great.
those-
Yeah, we changed up the format. It just did something fun with it. He came on and showed 12 board game. It was great.
And some of those board games
Wow.
are expensive too. I was looking up some of the values on those. Holy
Oh, yeah.
crap, man.
And of course, it was Milt, so they all looked fantastic.
Yeah, they're like mint, brand new.
Right?
Milt has got the best collection ever.
Yeah, you know why? Because I think he's got a time machine. He just hops in it, goes back and buys something.
Yeah,
And
he's a
brings it
time
back.
traveler. That's it. You figured it out, Gary.
And Milt is saying, great show tonight, Gabby, as is Mark and Bobby Daly.
Thank you. Thank you,
yeah.
everyone.
So thank you. Yeah, again, thank you for coming on. You reach out to a bunch of people. You never know who's going to come on. You never know who isn't. But it's always fun having new people on the show. It was certainly a pleasure having you. But what's coming up for you, Gabby?
Okay, so like I said, I try to stream on Twitch Thursday nights at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, and then Sundays at 1 o'clock Eastern time, p.m. Eastern time, with some music. So you can catch me on that. Thursday night, I actually am gonna talk all about the Comic-Con I just went to and like go more into depth about it. So
Nice.
I also got some other comics and artwork that I wanted to show too that I got from the con, and just sharing the Comic-Con stories itself and more interaction with Chloe Bennett and everything. So I'm looking forward to it. And then I'm going to be recording some videos to put on my YouTube soon. So be sure to stay tuned for that.
Nice. So you got a nice full lineup. You keep busy.
Yep.
I don't. Well, that's the thing, right? It's a hobby, but this hobby kind of takes over, right? And you're doing it a lot.
It does.
You film daily. You're making content daily, but it's fun, right? I mean, if it wasn't
It
fun, we
is.
wouldn't be doing it.
Exactly.
But great episode. So first of all, I want to thank my co-host Steve. Thank you, Steve, for always being there, buddy. I appreciate you. Always great having you on. And then
Anytime,
I want
Gary.
to thank my guest, Gabby. Gabby, thanks for coming on the show. We'll have you back, and we'll have you on in the hot seat as well.
Yes.
So
Thank you so much for having me and inviting me. And this was a lot of fun. I always love talking about my favorite comics.
Right? I know. Now we have a platform where we get to talk to other people that like comics. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, we can't end the show without thanking everyone in the chat for who came out. Thank you guys so much. You gave us a great show. Really enjoyed all the comments and you guys' interaction. Thank you for subbing up Marcus. And again, for those of you watching, go sub Circumstances. We got him, I think, 4 subs away now from 900. We got to get him over that mark. Go sub Miller on Instagram so he can hit his 1K mark. He's almost there. And every single link of Gabby's is in the description, so please go sub her up. And, of course, don't forget my co-host, too. So everyone's links are in the description. Thank you guys so much. And as I like to end these things, keep it casual.
Take care.